Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is CeeChronicles. Thank you for joining me today. On this channel I do fragrance reviews mostly, and I do lifestyle and fashion videos. So if you're new here, you happen to come across this channel because of something that you've seen or a review that I've done, welcome. You know, I do fragrance reviews mostly, so I hope you do find something that you were looking for, and I hope you stay. So to ensure that you stay, please click that subscribe button and join the family. And to my returning subscribers, thank you very much for coming along. I appreciate you as always. Today I'm here with a fragrance review. I am going to be talking about this fragrance called Taste of Kiss. Taste of Kiss from a company called Rive. Rive is a Polish company, and they do fragrances, but they also do inspired by version of fragrances. So this is not new in my collection. I bought this and I intended to do a review, and you know, one thing led to another, and then I just forgot it. But then I'm here with it, and here we go. So this is how the bottle looks. I haven't used it a lot, as you can see. I've just used that much, but the cap is already loose. I'm gonna show you what I mean. It wouldn't fall though, but I don't like how it does not, like, you know, really clip on tightly. It is loose fitting, but anyway, this is a budget perfume, so I was not expecting fireworks. So let's get into the actual fragrance. I am going to spray the fragrance on my arm as usual. I will spray it here. Okay, that is the atomizer. Not bad. The atomizer is not bad at all. I've sprayed it here. Rive do a lot of fragrances that are inspired by, and you know, they do also, you know, make bottles that are somewhat similar to whatever they are replicating, but not, they don't, it's not as obvious as other companies like Paris Corner. I will tell you what I mean. Or let me just say, you know, this fragrance is supposed to be inspired by La Nuit Trésor. So as you can see, the bottle is somewhat of a, it kind of resembles a gem, you know, like a diamond, which is what the La Nuit Trésor bottle looks like, but not exactly like this, because the La Nuit Trésor bottle is half the diamond. So I guess I could take that. Okay, now back to the fragrance. On the top, this fragrance actually has a lot of notes going on. It's got pear, it's got bergamot, it's got tangelo, and this is on the top. And then in the mid, it's got some strawberries, it's got vanilla orchid, it's got passion fruit, some black rose, and then in the base, it's got some praline, caramel, patchouli, lychee, incense, some coffee, some coumarin, some piperas, and some licorice. I had to list the notes because there are so many, but that's what this fragrance has. This is a sweet, fruity, woodsy fragrance. It drips of caramel, but it's also a bit tropical. And this, I would say, is a less complex version of La Nuit Trésor. Okay, I have up to this day just got a mini of La Nuit Trésor because this fragrance is so dark and so strong. Okay, and for that is the reason why so many people like it, including myself. It is a super beast. It is a strong fragrance that it has got that dusty, dark rose. Okay, and this is a lighter interpretation of it. By lighter interpretation of it, I mean this is more airy. This is less thicker, you know, but it will give you the same vibe. If you wore or you were with somebody who uses this La Nuit Trésor and you were wearing Taste of Kiss, they would most definitely think you were wearing this fragrance because it's got the similar vibe. And it also smells rich and addictive and intoxicating, just like La Nuit Trésor. If you've used La Nuit Trésor, you know it is intoxicating. It is a fragrance that is heavy. It is a dark fragrance. It is a fragrance that I think can also border along cloying to a certain extent. And this is why I said this is a less complex version of it. Whereas the La Nuit Trésor has got that dusty rose, the dark, deep, dirty rose. This one is more on the licorice side. It's got more of licorice than it does that rose. But in terms of how it plays up, it translates into the same scent in a way. The longevity of this one is about 6-7 hours. So it is quite decent longevity wise. After that, you can still smell it in the background. And just like its counterpart, it does not seem, or to me at least, I do not seem to get to the dry down part. For some reason, it just, for me, stays the same. It's got all these complex notes going on, but what I sniff in the beginning, I just carry through. I find it very hard to decipher, how, to decipher the dry down. Maybe because of this dusty dark rose, that is so thick and remains present all through. It makes it super super difficult to really distinguish any other notes. If you've used La Nuit Trésor, you know. And why I'm explaining this is because that's the same thing I get from this. In as much as it's less complex, I still get the fact that it remains the same, in terms of the feel, in terms of the vibe, in terms of the strength, in terms of it just stays in that pattern, which what you spray or what you sniff in the beginning, you most likely going to carry all the way through. However, in its for what it costs, it is this fragrance. I can't remember how much I bought it for, but it was less than $20, I think. The La Rive fragrances are super cheap, and they do have a couple of other fragrances, but this is the only La Rive I have in my collection. I know I've done another dupe video for La Nuit for La Nuit Trésor, which you can compare, maybe whichever you prefer in terms of whatever I said in the other video. This fragrance is it's more wearable. It is lighter. It's a lighter take of the La Nuit Trésor. However, it does have the same feel. So if the La Nuit Trésor would last you 24 hours or after you've worn the clothes, you'd have the same feel here, but for about 7 or 8 hours, and then you'd have to reapply. That is the only difference between these two fragrances. And they did an amazing job here on this fragrance. I would say if you want a fragrance that you can use possibly in the garden, or you just want to have a feel of La Nuit Trésor, this is another recommendation. Or you want a fragrance that you can just drench yourself in, because some of these fragrances that we buy are so expensive that you like them so much, but you don't get to enjoy them so much because you get to serve the contents, the bottle. So if you want just a spare because you are so addicted to or you're so in love with La Nuit Trésor, then I definitely recommend that you perhaps purchase this one. In terms of rating, I would give this one a 7 out of 10, only because this is a lighter interpretation, this is a lighter take of it, but it's it gives you the same vibe. It's not a different fragrance, it just gives you the same vibe. This one is more forward on the licorice, while the original is very, very prominent in that deep, dusty, dark rose. So yeah, that is what I had to say about this fragrance. I hope you did enjoy watching this video. Let me know in the comment section if you found this video helpful. I do like to purchase dupes from time to time because I feel that the audience, we have different budgets, we have different tastes, and we have different spending habits. So for some people this is useful. I know some people do not support dupes and anything like that, but for some people this is useful. I remember when I was in my youth, if I had known of dupes then or anything like that, because at the time I don't think there were dupes per se, but you would get like cheaper perfumes, like counter perfumes and stuff like that. But if I had known this, I think I'd have appreciated that information. Being a college student with a little coins to spare and finding something like this, I think I would have loved just knowing. So this is why from time to time I throw dupes to you, so that if you're into perfume like myself, but you want a budget friendly perfume, then you can look into some of these finds that I bring to you. My name is C Chronicles. I hope you did enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications so that you're notified anytime I upload a video. And remember guys, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.